Okay, take a look outside. So again, we talked about this earlier. Nothing better for a kid than an ice cream truck, right?
And you always hear it coming down the street, right? The music, the
Right.
little jingle. This is Phoenix Police's newest tool to reach out to the public. And this really was kind of a grassroots effort. It came right from the department.
And it makes sense. They're calling it Ice Cream One. Some local businesses came together to help out. But basically, the idea is get kids engaged, community policing, right?
Yeah.
Introduce yourselves as we go through. Come back out and tell us what it's all about. So, Sergeant, we'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Vince Lewis. I work at Media Relations.
Okay. Next.
I'm Sergeant Keith Doherty, and I actually work community engagement in South Phoenix.
I'm Tim Thomas, president of the Phoenix Police Foundation.
Let's start with you. How did this work? You had it out this weekend, correct?
Yeah, so we debuted this weekend at the Lindo Park Game Day event. So uniformed police officers handed out ice cream. You know, we see a core group of the community more often. This is a way for us to serve 100% of the community on great days even.
Absolutely. So Keith, tell us how this whole idea was birthed.
Well, I'm a Boston native, so I came out here about 20 years ago, and about 10, Boston started doing an ice cream program similar to this, and they kind of were the founders for it across the country. So they had such success, only doing it a couple months a year. I figured we can do this year-round almost.
Yeah,
and that's where I found some folks that liked the idea, and then I found Tim from our foundation, and this convinced him of the idea being a good one.
And Tim, I think it's interesting that you had some local businesses come together. Tell us about who's helping you out with this, and tell us about how it was received this weekend.
Yeah, so obviously the idea came from Sergeant Doherty. So we like the idea. It's innovative. One of the things that a foundation can do is provide innovation to the department where it's not normally covered under a normal budget. So we went out and looked for partners, and we were able to find Scott Gruelle at Courtesy Chevrolet. He loved the idea as well, and together we worked and we put together the van. It took us almost a year to complete it.
Yeah.
But it was a great idea, and you know, we were able to donate this vehicle. 100% of it is donated to the department for this effort. So, you know, no budget is being used for purchasing this van, but we were able to provide it, and it was very well received out at the event this weekend. And there is a list of, you know, people that want to use this in the near future. Oh yeah, it's going to be.
That's cool.
So when you say a list of different people within the department or different parks that are asking you to come out, or how's that work?
You know, it's a little bit of everything. Our recruitment people have come to us and said this might be a tool that we can use for recruitment. We're going to have it out on Thursday at the Trunk or Treat at the South Mountain View Precinct, I'm sorry, as part of their festival. And so I think it's going to be utilized very frequently. And as Keith said, we're not limited by 3 months out of good weather here, so it's going to be great.
So we were talking about, what'd you say, drumstick? I said strawberry
Or
shorts.
missiles. I used to get missiles too. Do you guys ever eat missiles? Those orange and red ones?
We discussed whether or not we were going to hand out bullets.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure.
There you go.
Kids the bullet,
Right.
Yeah, okay, I like this. But you have like
I got
Italian
the
water ice today. And so what are your plans for this in the future in terms of what you want to do with it?
We're going to, like Tim and Keith were saying, we're going to try to hit up as many community events as possible. So we've got citywide coverage, so those different precincts who know they're going to have a community event, they want to reach out, arrange to have the truck there. Again, it's just another high-profile way for us to get down and really relate and hand out something other than stickers.
I think it's a big deal because when you think about, you were talking about, you're kind of mainly focused in the South Mountain area, South Phoenix. It's important to make that relationship connection with people in the community.
It is, and we have lots of events for adults. We do a Coffee with a Cop event. We've done Pizza with a Cop. This is kind of geared towards that younger crowd, or those young at heart, because who doesn't like ice cream?
Oh,
Right.
come on. Ice cream? Rules.
Don't think you're taking these with you.
No. Thanks so much, guys. And thank you for all the work that you
Yeah.
do in our community all the time. This is a great idea.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, and we will be right back. Stay with us.